everyone.
Good morning. All right. So, Tran, you're right next to me, so I'm going to start with you. Let's talk about your role at Family Resource and Community Referral Center.
Well, good morning. My name is Tran, Nguyen. I am the 211 program supervisors. I have been with the agency for over 12 years.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome. I didn't realize that.
I had a very long history with the agency. The first 7 years I worked in the subsidized child care department where we assist families pay for their child care services while their parent goes to work and go to school. After that, I jumped on board with the CalWorks Employment Services Department, worked there for a couple months, learned their ins and out of, helping clients who are on Cash A. And then when 211 came up, we decided to, have a 211 call center. I say, hey, let's get into something new, find resources to help the community. So I jumped onto 211.
And 211 is amazing. We're so fortunate to have that. And I know Senator Kathleen Galgiani was pivotal in setting that up. We'll talk about it more.
Yes.
For you personally, why are you doing this?
The program that I'm in is 211, and I want to make sure our resident is aware that when they need services or help finding resources, 211 is available 24/7 for them. They can text their zip code to 898211, email us, give us a call, dial 211 from their cell phone or land phone, and they will be connected to a life specialist to assess the situation and find resources to help them to get back on their feet and to provide service for them and their families.
When I was part of Leadership Stockton a few years ago and we learned about 211 and it had recently been started, I was amazed that it was 24 hours a day and it's in so many different languages. How many hundreds of languages?
Over 200.
That's phenomenal.
So someone can access the web and the information can be translated to a different language. Or when you call into a call center, we have staff who speaks Spanish, English, of course, and myself who speak Vietnamese. And any other languages, we use the language line. It's an interpretation programs where we have access to another live person and do a three-way connection to provide resources to the caller.
And it's amazing, and we'll come back and we'll talk more about the amazing and growing list of resources, and it's just such a huge asset for our whole county. All right, and with no further ado, Rebecca, welcome. So glad to have you here.
Good morning. Thanks.
Good morning. So let's talk about your role.
Well, I'm the Community Development Manager, and I really help promote the agency's programs and services. And I work alongside with parents and care providers, businesses, and community leaders to promote the quality services for families and children that our agency serves.
And we should give a shout out also to Kay Roostaller.
That's right.
Your fearless leader, and she was here earlier in the year, and your organization is so important to our community, and she's been winning awards, and your organization in general has been recognized for so many different things. So kudos to you, and thank you for taking the time, both of you, to be here today.
Thank you for this opportunity.
All right. So for the people that are not aware, let's talk about the history of your organization and what it's doing for people in need.
Sure thing. Well, we're really excited too. You mentioned about the award. So this year, Family Resource and Referral Center was selected as the 2019 Nonprofit of the Year by Assembly Member Susan Eggman for our district.
Yay! And shout out to Susan Eggman as well.
Yes, she's amazing. And we were honored at the state capitol with the state senators and assembly members during a celebration luncheon as part of California Nonprofits Day. So we were selected for the 2019 Nonprofit of the Year Award. So
that's huge.
It is. And it's really a culmination of 40 years, right? So we've been assisting and strengthening families for 40 years, and our dedicated staff are really committed to the compassionate support of children and families in need. So we were thrilled to be chosen, but also deeply humbled by this honor. So we're very excited.
And that's a huge honor when you consider how many nonprofits there are. And they're all important. They're all doing amazing things. But to be selected just talks about how critical a role you're playing in people's lives.
Yes. That's right. And so, as I mentioned before, we're approaching our 40th anniversary this coming January. And so we're super proud of this milestone and the work that we've accomplished to really help strengthen the community.
Awesome. So let's talk about what some of the services are that you're offering and who you're helping, who can actually access the services that you provide.
Sure. So just like our name sounds, we're the Family Resource and Referral Center is the county's clearinghouse really for information on child care services and parenting, nutrition, and child safety. And we provide child care referrals to all parents in San Joaquin County, helping families find the best quality care based on the needs of the family and the child. Like Tran mentioned, we also provide financial assistance with childcare costs based on need and income while parents are in training programs, attending school, and working. And financial assistance is also available for our foster youth who are in need of quality care through our Bridge program. We have over 70 trainings a year on topics of child development, nutrition, literacy, and the business of childcare, health and safety, food preparation, and school readiness, and we really encourage all parents and providers to take advantage of these free trainings and classes. We also have an amazing lending library, and so our lending library is a resource for all county residents. Over 1,200 books, videos, magazines on child development, special needs care, child care, music, arts, other topics can be borrowed, and this is absolutely free to all San Joaquin County residents. We also help with the technical training and provide incentives for those who are seeking to become a licensed child care provider through a program called the California Child Care Initiative Project. And we also help providers become reimbursed for providing nutritious meals for the children in their care with the USDA Child Care Food Program, which, as you know, helps kids become healthy. So we're very proud of that too.
That's awesome. That's huge. And let's back up a little bit. We should share your contact information. Where are you guys located? What are your hours? What's your phone number, website, and any social media that you do?
Absolutely. So thank you for that question. So we're located at 509 West Weber Avenue in downtown Stockton. And we also have a location on Robin Hood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We do, at 1035 West Robin Hood. And another service that we'll talk about too, we offer preschool, and it's Joan Richards Learning Center, and its location is 5211 Barbados Circle in Stockton, right across the street from Winco Foods. Another program that we have is the Teen Impact Center, and its location is 725 North El Dorado Street, and it can't be missed. We're in that Art Deco style building a few blocks north of the Chavez Library. Our phone number is 209-948-1553. But again, Tran mentioned if you need any sort of resources, all you have to do is dial 211 or text 898-211 for any sort of service. Our hours for Family Resource and Referral is Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 p.m. Our Teen Impact Center is open Tuesday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then Saturdays from 12 to 5. Our preschool is open from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. So we have different locations and different needs with different hours, but we're serving the community as it's requested.
That's awesome. And your website?
Yes, it's www.frrcsj.org. And we're also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram for Teen Impact Center and for Family Resource and Referral and for Joan Richards Learning Village and for 211. So
awesome.
Got it covered.
That's
And
amazing. That's
211
huge.
website is www.211sj.org.
All right. And for both the 211 and the Family Resource and Referral Center, do people have to live in Stockton, in the county? What are the restrictions for using these services?
Well, for 211, a lot of the resources are for the residents of San Joaquin County. We want to keep our resources local for our
Definitely.
residents here.
But throughout the county, that's important.
Yes, it's very important. But we have families who's from all over the states, even in Canada, who will reach out to us and looking for resources for their families here. So they can definitely do that. We are able to provide them the resources, and they will on the end refer the resources to the family members to reach out to get help.
Awesome. And then how about for Family Resource and Referral Center? What if someone's calling from Tracy?
Yes.
From Antigua?
So we definitely serve families all throughout the county, including Tracy, the outskirts, Escalon, Lodi, Manteca, all areas within the county we serve.
Wonderful. Excellent. And are there any specific financial qualifications for the services? I know you mentioned some support for childcare and things like that.
Most of our subsidies require just some verifiable information and low income. That's typically who we serve for the subsidies. But again, all residents may call our Family Resource and Referral line to receive a referral anytime for
Awesome.
childcare.
And the classes you said are open to everyone?
Yes, they're open to everyone.
And that's awesome that you have such a huge array of classes. I'm sure those are also listed on the website.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how does someone sign up for one of those classes?
They can either call us at 948-1553, or they can visit our website, again, at www.frcsj.org.
Wonderful. Awesome. And you mentioned the Team Impact Center. That's such an amazing facility and so important because our teenagers are at a challenging point in their life where they need guidance. They need safe places to be so they're not getting into the wrong situations. And I loved that 2 years ago, the Leadership Stockton class helped to upgrade the Team Impact Center.
That's right. I mean, they really did an outstanding job helping really kind of improve some of the facility within the 18,000 square foot building. So the Teen Impact Center is really owned by the City of Stockton, but Family Resource and Referral Center's staff operates it. And the objective of having this is really, we strive to build physically and emotionally healthy teens through the diverse recreational activities. Most people don't realize there's a half-court basketball, area in there. There's a 4-lane bowling alley, a 15-foot climbing wall, a performance stage, a computer room, a state-of-the-art gaming room, a recording studio, a dance room for practices,
Wow.
a library, meeting rooms, and a snack bar. And we offer free snacks to teens, too. So these services are absolutely free to all teens 13 to 18 within the county.
That's awesome.
It's basically a sort of a hangout. You're looking for a place for your teen to hang out and get out of trouble. You can just drop them off and they can spend the day there. And also it's an opportunity for them to meet other teens that, they, maybe lack of or don't have the opportunity to meet at school.
That's awesome. That's very cool. And can you repeat the address and the hours?
Sure thing. It's 725 North El Dorado Street, and it is located just a few blocks north of the Chavez Library. In addition, you mentioned also the Leadership Stockton class of 2018, so they were amazing. They helped set aside funds for a scholarship for one student each year for $500 for scholarship for college. And so
that's awesome.
Yes, it
I
is
didn't know
amazing.
that.
It's each and every year. So now we're just so happy to be able to offer that to any of the Leadership Stockton or the Teen Leadership Council, which also meets at the Teen Center. So these are kids and students 9th through 12th grade who participate almost in like a mini leadership class. And so it's all about them and how they view how we can either better improve our services to teens within our community or within the Teen Impact Center. And so
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
our future leaders.
Yes, exactly. So they oftentimes then get picked up for jobs, elsewhere in the community because of their leadership skills that they acquire through the Teen Leadership Council. And
how many students do that?
Roughly 10 to 12.
That's wonderful.
Each year. So it's like a little mini cohort in class, and they really enjoy the time getting to know one another and then honing in those leadership skills and representing really the youth of Stockton. So they just started doing Friday Night Live, and they're participating in that, and they're just busy all the time. So keeping our youth, involved and engaged is really important. And so that, again, you mentioned it serves as a safe space for our teens who, as you know, many go through traumatic experiences or sensory overload, and it's a place where teens can really just be teens.
That's awesome. That's huge. And let's go back to 211 because, again, when I was in Leadership Stockton, I was so excited that was happening. And I know we set up a call center in the Cesar Chavez Library, so I'd like to hear back from you on that and how well that's being utilized. But the 211 is just amazing, and it saddens me that so few people are aware of it. It's just like 411. It's basically an emergency hotline for people to access a whole variety, and I'm going to have you list all the different resources that they can access through 211.
So 211 is a 24/7 information referral system it's confidential. The calls are never given out. We connect resident to San Joaquin resident to health and human services, such as food, housing, rental assistance, utility assistance, mental health, and many, many more. So, and just give an example that if a mom calls in and she has a child who is she's concerned the child is like delay in his or her speech. Our staff is able to make an assessment and to see if maybe the parent can refer to a developmental screening program, which is our Help Me Grow call center, which it's assess the kids, through the ages and stages questionnaire to see if the child does need further help with another community-based organization out there. We provide, like I say, someone calls in and say, hey, this month I'm so shortage of food. Where can I get some food to, feed my kids and myself? We're really short. We're able to connect the call with some food pantries in our community where they can go and, feed themselves. Or if they don't have a kitchen, we can refer them to where they can get some hot meals for free. We can
Awesome.
Well, they can just
That's
walk
amazing.
in. Yeah.
Wonderful. I didn't know that existed.
Yes, it does. There's so many resources out there. We have over 3,500 resources.
Wow.
And about 500 agencies that's in our robust database.
And to me, what's so amazing is not only that you have over 3,500 resources, but a person that's here that's struggling is going to also have a challenge trying to connect with these resources. So you're a bridge to those
Correct.
resources because some of them might be difficult to find.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe there's a language barrier.
Yes.
So you remove all of the barriers and give them as much as possible a direct connection to getting help.
Correct.
That's huge.
Yeah, someone just call in and they can just tell us a short story, but in the middle of talking to them and assessing them, we can provide them multiple resources. They don't have to end a call with just one. We can provide them 5 or 6 resources depending on what their needs are. We want to, when they hang up the phone call, they are up and ready, and these are resources for you to connect, to get help, so you can be self-sufficient and provide make sure your needs are fulfilled for you and your families.
Magnificent. And let's talk about, I know you talked about how it's grown in terms of the number of resources. How about the number of people that you're helping? How many calls are you taking a day and taking a year now compared to when you first started?
We're taking about average 40 to 50 calls per day, about 10 to 20 texts, and over 3,000 websites hit about on a website per month.
Wow.
Last year, 2018, we helped over 19,000 callers. The webs through texting, through emails, through the website, whatnot. And from we first started, we had maybe we launched in April 2015. From that to December, we think we got maybe about 6,000 or 7,000 call we helped. People we helped. But compared to now, we're in our 4th year. April of next year, we're gonna hit our 5th year. So you can see
Yay.
from we first start up to now, the number has dramatically growing, and then from that, we know our resident does need the help, and then we 211 are so
Definitely.
grateful that we're here. Well, they can just give us a call, and we can definitely connect them to resources.
That's amazing. And I know some of that is word of mouth that people are learning about you, but we need more and more people to be
Yes.
aware that 211 exists so that they can get connections
Yes.
to services that they need. Talk about the call center in the library, because I'm curious, just out of personal interest, how much that's helping.
Well, thanks to Leadership Stockton of 2 years ago, they were able to man as a kiosk, 211 kiosk. So in the Chavez Library, when you walk up the stairs, it will be on your left-hand side toward the window. The kiosk only connected to one only. So the phone number, when you pick up the phone, it dial 211. The monitor, the internet connected to 211. You also can be connected to the Help Me Grow. So there's 2 call centers actually there. 211 at the Help Me Grow call center for the developmental screening. We believe that is a great access to 211 because, like I
Yay.
said, it's like you just pick a phone call and you don't have to navigate anything. You just pick a phone call and the phone call sent straight to us. There's
Perfect.
no confusion in what you need to do. So it's a
Wonderful.
straight connection to our specialist, so we can actually assist them right there and right away.
And I love that it's centrally located in downtown.
Yes.
So to me, that's a great location to have that. I'm really excited. Let's come back and let's talk more about the Family Resource and Referral Center. How many people are you helping in a year?
Gosh, we assist close to 40,000 in a year.
Wow. That's amazing.
Thank you. I think so too. It's really speaking of our staff and their dedication and commitment to helping families. Really, just their dedication and reaching out to families through multiple outreaches, and just meeting people on, as a grassroots way of just kind of connecting with families at multiple events. We were able to, connect families to resources.
Awesome. That's phenomenal. Any more stats that you want to share with us? Maybe like the number of classes that you're doing in a year, and just other things related to the phenomenal outreach that you're doing in our community.
Gosh, thanks, Julie. So we're really excited starting tomorrow evening, actually. So our newest program, Parent Cafes, will be starting on October 30th. At 509 West Weber, and all are welcome to come. It's from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And it's really offering parents and step-parents, grandparents and foster parents support in times of need. And so we understand, families go through crisis, and we really want to help, build the social and emotional competence of children and building the parental knowledge of child development and family resilience through the 5 protective factors. And again, we just know that we are able to help strengthen families so that they can be resilient and face any storm that faces their family. So we are the hub, and we are actually the trainer part of this program. So we're training other nonprofits to host parent cafes, but our Family Resource and Referral Parent Cafe, again, will be starting tomorrow. So we're very excited about that.
Yay. And how often will that be?
I think it's once a month or once every other month.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. And how does someone sign up for that?
They can just come right in, or they can just give us a call at the 948-1553 phone number.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Awesome. And I love that you're doing that. I know that a lot of families and parents are struggling, especially parents of teenagers. We mentioned earlier how vulnerable that age group is. I don't think we mentioned that now is such a high generation for suicide. And so again, the services that you're offering both for parents and connected to teenagers is huge.
Thank you. And we understand that statistic, that 37% of our local teens are facing mental health crises and facing anxiety and depression. And so, through our services of strengthening families, that we really want to turn that around and be able to offer some support or solutions so that the isolation doesn't happen. And so I think parents and teens can gain support from one another. And I think where the Teen Impact Center, yields its service to the teens, the parent cafes are just going to be a great support system for other parents who are going through the same situation.
Wonderful. And I bet that that's going to be in high demand. I suspect in the next 5 years, you're probably going to be having that weekly because I'm sure the need will be big.
Yes.
I wanted
awesome.
to mention that, 2-in-1, even though we provide just the help and resources information, we're not a crisis call center, but we do get crisis call. And we're able to do warm line transfer to, emergency lines, mental health, suicide hotline, the police department if it's needed, depending on the situation. So in case like if we get a call who's a teen who's thinking about committing suicide, definitely, the staff here is well equipped to assess the situation, de-escalate it, and then do a warm line transfer so they can get the immediate help.
That's amazing. That's awesome. I didn't even think of that. Thank you for bringing that up. And to me, again, what's so wonderful is that you have the ability for someone to talk in so many different languages, and that has to be comforting because someone that's struggling that doesn't speak English may feel very isolated and that there's not a lot of places they can call.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Let's talk about funding. So how are we funding Family Resource and Referral Center and 211? And are there fundraisers? Is the community helping to support in these amazing organizations?
Yes. So 211 really operates on a shoestring budget. And, we are the more residents we are serving, we are certainly looking for a more consistent funding stream. So folks who are wanting to help and to donate, can certainly call the 948-1553 phone number so that we can connect them, to 2-in-1 in their philanthropy. So we're hoping,
Wonderful.
businesses and other organizations might want to help contribute so that we can help disseminate the information and continue to grow to help residents.
Awesome. And do you have fundraisers for
Yes, we sure do. And so we are definitely coming into the fundraising season. And so we are asking the community to help donate to the Teen Impact Center. Again, the Teen Impact Center is not just a place of recreation, but a really a safe place for our youth. And we have a Network for Good project, and people who are looking to help fund the Teen Center can visit www.networkforgood.com and then /Teen Center Fund. And so direct contributions in any amount are absolutely welcome on that site. But there's lots of different ways that people in the community can help, not just by online donating, but this time of year is when people are going through their garages and putting up their seasonal items so that they're running across any used sporting equipment, or if they have any books that they'd like to offset to give to the Teen Center, that would be greatly appreciated. Some of the donations on our wish list include art supplies. We have a wonderful art studio that's it's run by a group of volunteers called Jagged Lines of Imagination, and they are always looking for extra supplies for the Teen Center, art books and jewelry making items. But things like video games and systems are some ways in which people can contribute.
How about school supplies?
Yep, school supplies for sure. Pencils, pens, backpacks, paper, anything that the teens could use. But also, too, Julie, we have, a need for volunteers at the Teen Center, and really looking for ways in which, there's mentorship opportunities from residents to teens. If there's someone out there that knows how to macrame, we would love to have that volunteer out at the Teen Center just to show them that skill. Or if they, want to teach teens some of their dance moves or some of their basketball skills, we would love to have that mentorship opportunity at the Teen Center. So again, calling the 948-1553 number will connect that volunteer to our Teen Center. But thank you, for letting us share that information, because we are always looking for contributions.
And to me, it's exciting, especially when we have an organization that's helping the community through so many facets. Anything that we can do to help support and promote that, we definitely want to do that. You mentioned volunteers at the Teen Center. What about volunteers for 211 or the Family Resource and Referral Center itself?
Well, 2-in-1, with Rebecca say our funding is very tight, and we're definitely, anytime if someone can definitely provide the service, that we greatly appreciate it. We did have a volunteer. Within a couple of years, we had a couple of volunteers, and they come and go. A lot of them came to volunteer and learn about 2-in-1 and take it back to the school and share with their classmates.
Awesome.
And then we had one who volunteered. I came from at the internship from UOP, so she learns it in our 2-in-1, brought it back to her classmates. And then right now we had a volunteer. She was she's going to school, and she comes about once every Friday. But then now we're able to hire her part-time. So with the experience of her volunteering, now she came on board as a part-time employee.
Yay!
But like I said,
Awesome.
2-in-1, we're always in need of a volunteer. Any help we can get from the public, we really appreciate the help.
And same is true for Family Resource and Referral. We are always looking for volunteers to either assist with helping with the trainings and workshops, and helping with outreach events, and helping with all of the different services that we have. So we are open, and we would love to have more volunteers through Family Resource and Referral Center.
Awesome. And if one of our viewers or listeners is interested in volunteering, how do they connect?
Again, they can either call 211, which I think is the simplest way to connect, but 948-1553 is our phone number and direct line, and so you can speak to someone there who can connect a potential volunteer to us.
Yes.
Awesome. And Tran, you just touched on something earlier that I was going to ask you guys, is how are you spreading the word about services that are being offered, either 211 in general or Family Resource and Referral Center? How is the community learning about the amazing things that you're doing?
Well, like Rebecca mentioned, we do so many outreaches. You know, we know the communities, we know the resident needs to know our program. So whenever there's an outreach, we're invited, we jump on board.
Awesome.
We're there. We have, like I said, the social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're on top of the game on that. Our face has been up to date. We have on too, when we have a community board that, HUC can email us the flyer. We could definitely share that. So anyone can come and visit our website and visit that.
What's your website?
211sj.org.
All right. Awesome.
And then we have kiosks throughout the county that are Resource and Referral Center staff. They are actually our Resource and Referral Center department staff. They go around and they fill kiosks with a lot of our activities and flyers, events throughout the county. And then we also post a lot of our events through peachjar.com, which is for Manteca, Lodi, and Stockton Unified School District, where parents, they sign up, they get electronic flyers. So we post all that on that as well too. So we have a numerous way of posting our resources and sharing our resources and reaching out to the residents.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And I don't know if you ladies are aware, the food bank has an event coming up. It is on Thanksgiving. It's our Walk Run for Hunger. And if you're not already signed up to have a booth, you can have a booth. Nonprofits, it's free to have booths at that event.
Thank you.
We have staff who's actually going to participate in that
Yay!
event.
That's awesome.
And our executive director,
That's
Kay
awesome.
Rustaller, will be in that.
Yay,
Yes,
awesome. And
for
I'm going
sure.
to give a shout out to Mary. We're actually planning to schedule a radio show to talk about our amazing walk run that's coming up, because food insecurity is such a huge issue throughout our county. And that's our main event to fundraise to help to make a difference for people in need.
Thank you for doing that.
But I'm excited you guys are going to participate. That's awesome. So that actually leads into the next thing I was going to ask you is, what other organizations are you working with in the community?
Gosh, we work with so many different organizations. Even for the Teen Impact Center during the summer months, we coordinate with the YMCA of Stockton or San Joaquin. And
Yay, they've been on here before. They're amazing.
Yes, they are amazing. And they do, great things for youth in terms of building skills and keeping kids out of dangerous environments. And so we partner with them through the Teen Impact Center. We partner with Read Me Stockton. We help sign up kiddos during outreach events and through our home visitation program.
Shout out to Ann Johnston.
That's right. And we have so many different ways that we really connect with other organizations, and we all through 211. We really share all the information that they have, because we know that they're doing just as important work, and we promote all the programs on our 211 Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter to share and disseminate that out to all residents, because we want everyone to take advantage of all the offerings and resources there are in the community. So we are a good partner and good steward of that, and we believe in the work that our community is doing.
Well, and together we can do more. I mean, it sounds so cliche, but it's true that multiple organizations are doing so many amazing things. And that's part of why I'm thankful to the radio, because here we really focus on highlighting that, not only to celebrate what they're doing, but so that people can be more aware of services that are available to them.
Yes.
But that's awesome. That's amazing. How about First Five?
Oh gosh, yes, First Five. We contract with them, and we have services such as our Help Me Grow, which is home visitation. Help Me Grow, and then home visitation, also known as Parents as Teachers. And then another program First Five has that we work with is SJ Teeth. And so through our Help Me Grow call center, like Tran was mentioning, we're able to screen children 0 to 5 using the ages and stages questionnaire. And so again, parents have questions sometimes about their child's development and their milestones and reaching certain ages, and might just have some questions. And so we help with the assessments, and then we also help refer families out to other organizations once we receive scores. So we're able to kind of connect directly, again, really being that warm line for parents and families to other organizations. again, First Five with our home visitation program reaches 0 to 5, and our parent educators work with parents to provide, a great, curriculum to help with school readiness and preschool and nutrition and health related topics, but really emphasizing that, parents are their child's first teacher. And so that program is instrumental in teaching skills to parents to be able to help them understand that they truly are powerful in the impact that they have in their child's 0 to 5 development. And then our San Joaquin Teeth program is awesome. It's San Joaquin treatment and education for everyone on teeth and health through First Five. And we actually serve children ages 1 through 20. And
Wow.
Yes. And so many have never been to a dentist. And we help coordinate care, and we help eliminate barriers to, getting those appointments or getting to the appointments, and really promote oral health services to all, residents. And so we even help identify the best dentist based on the child's need. And we try to reduce fears of parents and child. And so, these are wonderful partnerships that we have with, First Five, which again is another nonprofit that we partner with. So
Awesome. They're amazing. And I want to give a shout out because many of the nonprofits that you just mentioned actually had a booth at our Christmas in July at the food bank. And again, it's about connecting people to resources so that they can improve the quality and their health of their lives. And I love everything that you guys are doing. And we really have a lot to celebrate in our community and the amazing number of resources that we have for people.
Thanks. I agree. I think our community is amazing at caring and being compassionate, and together we can accomplish great things.
Definitely.
For sure.
Is there any topic or service that you're providing that we haven't covered that you'd like to talk about as we're winding down?
Well, one of the resources that we have is the program that we offer is the Early Head Start program, which is free childcare for children 0 to 3 for low-income families at a licensed family childcare home. Through our Early Head Start program, we're able to include health screenings and provide nutrition, health, and safety and mental services in a small group setting.
That's awesome.
And
That's
then
amazing.
our agency, we are the chapter of Parent Voices. So Parent Voices is a statewide grassroots organization to help fight for quality childcare and accessibility that is affordable to all families. We teach parents to effectively advocate for childcare for their childcare concerns with leadership training. Parents will testify at the state level to advocate for their needs. And then also we're also looking to grow in our chapter. So our next meeting is December 11th at our main office, 509 West Weber, and we hope to see everyone there.
Awesome. Wonderful.
And one last thing, we do operate our very own preschool, and it's named after our founder, Joan Richards, and it's called the Joan Richards Learning Village. And it's a wonderful preschool program, and it's actually a quality program. So when I say quality, it is actually deemed quality by First Five San Joaquin as a raising quality site.
Awesome.
Because we've reached some great benchmarks and have teachers that are highly qualified. So we're always enrolling, and it's a year-round program. We have part-time.
Well, it's year round.
It is year-round, and so many families don't realize that it is year-round, and we can help fill that gap, especially during the summer months and the winter breaks. But we are enrolling for part-time, which is typically zero cost for families.
Wow. That's wonderful.
Thank you. It is. And then we also have full-time care available as well. And
How many spaces are available for kids?
we
through
serve
that?
about 216 students.
Wow.
Yes. So we're enrolling, and we are right there again on 5211 Barbados Ave, and it's right across the street from Winco Foods. And so we welcome anyone who's interested to come take a tour with our director and come take a peek at our classrooms and the learning that is happening in each classroom. It's a great preschool.
That's awesome. Not only that it's a great preschool, but that the cost is either none or very low.
Yes.
Because cost for kids when you're working is such a huge expense. And that's amazing. You're taking away that barrier so that a parent can be at work or at school or doing something to better their lives. That's phenomenal.
Thank you. I agree. I think that us being able to provide such a quality program so that it eases the minds of parents who are working so that they don't even have to think twice about their childcare is just commendable and awesome. But yeah, thank you for letting me speak a little bit about Joan Richards Learning Village, and we're excited for new kiddos to come.
And how does a parent sign their kid up for that, and what are the qualifications?
They should probably call our main line again at 948-1553 to see if they qualify. And if they have questions, they can certainly ask to speak to our resource and referral specialist, who will then help kind of understand the family's needs and see if Joan Richards is the right fit for them.
Awesome. And any other people that you work with, or organizations or boards that you want to give a shout out to?
Oh gosh, all of them, right? I mean, they're all so instrumental in partnering with us and to allow us to sustain for 40 years, right?
Yeah,
so
that's pretty amazing.
It's that partnership.
It's a huge milestone.
Thank you.
Yes.
But it is, without a doubt, with those partnerships that we have with our community-based organizations that help us move the dial in terms of making a positive difference to our families. So thank you to all who are listening that have helped assist us through these many years. And we appreciate all the good work that you're doing.
And congratulations again for being Nonprofit of the Year. That's a huge, prestigious award. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes,
we are
thank
very
you.
proud.
Yes.
And I'm going to give a shout out one more time to my friend Kay Rustaller, who's doing amazing things every day.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
And she was just, as many know, she was just selected as the Early Childhood Council, Policy Council at the state level. So she'll be helping be the San Joaquin voice for childcare related policies at the state level. So we're very happy and excited about
And
that.
that's huge. They couldn't have selected a better person. And she's just been an advocate for children for so many years, both with sending down basic rights for children and just everything through your organization and beyond. So it's just very exciting.
Thank you.
It has.
It has.
Anything else that either one of you would like to add?
Well, we want to just thank our supporters and our listeners to always look for us when they're in need, and definitely like say 21 is 24/7. If you need any help, please text us 898-211. We know our community now, we're more into the technology, so that's part and easy.
I didn't know that you could be texted.
Yes, not every 211 though, but we believe that is a need. It is a demand for our residents, so we have to rule that out and provide that service to our residents. So definitely take advantage of that. It is 24/7.
That's
The same
awesome.
thing as calling our call center. But I know Rebecca and I, we have a passion to help the kiddos out there, the families out there who are in desperate need of our help. So please reach out to us if anyone has any issues, concern, or just in question of services that's available in our county. Please definitely reach out to us.
And I just want to remind our listeners and viewers that if there's people out there that are in need or in crisis, there's no shame in that. Get help. The help is there. People are here for you. At 211, you can get assistance for virtually anything, even if it's mental health or you're in an emergency crisis, you can contact 211 as well. And it's in over 200 languages, 24 hours a day, which is phenomenal. You're not alone.
No, not
Thank
at
you.
all.
Good point, Julie, for sure. There is no stigma in asking for help. And our 211 is not just for low-income residents. It's for all residents, whether it be, how do I recycle my old computer, or, I'm a veteran, where do I seek help for other counseling? For anybody, any resident, does not have to be a low income. It could be any person in our county is able to use the service. So thank you for that.
And that's amazing. We're so fortunate to have that. And thank you, both of you, for being here today.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank
Thanks
you for having
us.
us.
It's been a great conversation. And with that, I'm going to sign off.